I met Lucas in a Brooklyn coffee shop on a rainy Tuesday morning. The kind of rain that soaks through your shoes if you stand in it too long. He was sitting under the awning, the last dry seat left, reading The Stranger like some brooding protagonist. When he glanced up and offered me the spot, his smile hit me like a punch to the ribs. Warm, disarming, the kind that makes you forget your own name for a second. Interesting choice, I said, nodding at the book. He tilted his head, studying me like I was a puzzle he wanted to solve. Life's a little absurd, don't you think? And just like that, I was hooked. What started as small talk over cold brew turned into long walks, late-night texts, and the kind of dizzying infatuation that makes you ignore every red flag waving in your face. Lucas was magnetic, sharp in conversation, just mysterious enough to keep me guessing, always leaving me wanting more. I mistook his distance for depth, his secrecy for intrigue. But I wasn't falling in love. I was falling for a lie. 3 months in, the cracks started showing. No photos of us online. No meeting his friends. No nights at his place unless it was past midnight, when the world was asleep and I was just another secret. I'm private. I hate social media. I need my space. I swallowed every excuse, but my gut twisted harder each time. Then one night, I walked in on him shoving a photo into his desk drawer. A quick flash of a woman, a little girl, his arm around them like they belonged there. Who's that? My sister, he said too fast. The way his voice wavered, I knew. I couldn't unsee it. That drawer gnawed at me. I'd lie next to him, his breath steady against my neck, and all I could think about was what else he was hiding. So when he left for another late meeting, I broke. The key was under a loose kitchen tile. Cliché, really. My hands shook as I turned it. Inside, a marriage certificate, a birth certificate, pictures of a life that wasn't mine. Lucas had a wife, a daughter, a home where I didn't exist. I was still on the floor when he came back. The proof spread between us like a crime scene. He didn't even flinch. You weren't supposed to see that, he said, calm as a man ordering coffee. Why? My sound cracked. He sat beside me, all practiced remorse. I was going to leave her. I just needed time. Bullshit. The words rolled off his tongue, too smooth, too rehearsed. That's when it hit me. This wasn't his first time. I dug deeper, Googled, messaged old tagged photos, checked court records. Turns out Lucas wasn't just a cheater. 3 women, 3 states. All the same story, whirlwind romance, sudden disappearances, bank accounts drained just enough to hurt but not enough to prosecute. He wasn't just lying to me. He was hunting, and I'd been his latest mark. I wasn't going to be another ghost in his past. I found the others. We traded stories, receipts, proof, built a case tighter than his web of lies, aliases, fake jobs, duplicate IDs. He'd slip away every few years, reinvent himself, leave wreckage behind. But this time, We were waiting. I played the fool. "I forgive you," I whispered, blinking up at him like some heartbroken idiot. The relief in his eyes made me sick. Dinner at my place, wine, soft music, and a recorder hidden in the potted fern. The others listened in as I asked, voice trembling just right. "How many women have you done this to?" He smirked, leaning in like we were sharing a secret. "You don't want to know." "Tell me." His breath warm against my ear. "You're number 7. The cops took the file. Wire fraud, identity theft, emotional abuse, harder to prove, but the paper trail didn't lie. They arrested him at JFK, boarding pass in hand. On the news, he didn't fight. Just stared at the cameras like he'd known this was coming. Because it had come before. But this time, 7 of us stood in the courtroom. This time, he lost. 6 months later, I still wake up reaching for my phone. Muscle memory is a bitch. Therapy helps. Writing helps more. I pour it all into stories about women who claw their way out of the wreckage. But dating? Not yet. Maybe not ever. Because the hardest part wasn't learning he was a liar. It was realizing how easily I believed him. But my final lines for myself, I don't miss him. I miss the man I thought he was. But that man never existed. And I'm still here. Alive, angry, and finally free.